A little while ago, I was in a Las Vegas agency for an audition, and in the reception area was another lady sitting there waiting to go in for an audition. A very attractive woman, maybe 27, 28, something like that. And we started talking and kind of, had a good conversation. We both went in for our auditions, and we just happened to walk out together. We got finished at the same time. So we walk out to the parking lot. We have another conversation for maybe 10 or 15 minutes. Then all of a sudden she gets up on her soapbox and starts praising Jesus this and praising Jesus that, and goes on about how religious she is, and like I said, praise Jesus everything. And I'm thinking, okay, well, that's her thing. So I said, well, you got any shoots coming up or got any more auditions going on? And she said, well, I'm flying out of town tomorrow and I'm doing a commercial shoot. And I said, oh, great. Well, that's wonderful. What's it about? And she got a little defensive and said, well, I really don't want to talk about it right now. I said, okay, that's fine. So we parted ways, and I thought, well, I'm, probably never going to see this lady again. So about 3 months pass, and I'm over a friend's house, and he's got the Playboy channel on, Playboy movie channel. And in between the movies, they play these little, vignettes, video vignettes, maybe 5 minutes long or something. And this was going back a little while. I don't even know if the Playboy channel is even still on, but I'm sitting there watching, and all of a sudden, in between the movies, there comes on one of these little, vignettes. And there's a guy, like a stud muffin guy with, buns of steel and six-pack abs and all that stuff. He's a janitor, and he's sweeping out a garage, this big garage. And in the middle of the garage is a classic, I think it was a 57 Chevy convertible. And he's sweeping around everything, and all of a sudden this really sexy woman comes in with a tight dress, and, she enters into the scene, and I look at her and I go, where do I know her from? And all of a sudden it hits me, this is the same lady that I talked to back at the talent agency and out in the parking lot. The Praise Jesus lady. And so she proceeds to, flirt around with the janitor, and obviously they wind up in the back seat of the 57 Chevy. Both take all their clothes off, and they start getting it on in the back seat of the Chevy. Not actually having sex, but simulated sex, but they're both buck-ass naked. And I just couldn't help but think, given her conversation back in the parking lot at the casting agency, well, I just couldn't help but think as I'm watching this scene unfold, praise Jesus. In addition to this little series I'm doing here from the front seat of my car called In the Front Seat, I have written an entire book called In the Front Seat. It's about all my experiences living in my car, all the different kinds of people I've met. It's, I think, very interesting, very truthful, very funny at times. I think you'll really enjoy it. So I'm doing an Indiegogo crowdfunding campaign to raise money to publish the book. Check out my campaign, and if you can help out, I'd really appreciate it. So take care, and thanks again for listening.